Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here I am again cleaning with the official SETT carpet cleaning machine, the Rotary, the Centaur Rabbit dual speed. And so we're going to clean this carpet. I was here 3 years ago. The customer was just telling me that she really likes this method because it stays clean longer and it cleans better, and she finds that it has a nice fresh smell when we're done. It doesn't smell like a soggy carpet, of course. Dries so fast. So anyway, here I am again. She said 3 years ago I was here, and we did determine after sort of looking at the floor and the carpet that there's a residue issue going on because of what she's been using to clean the tile, or mostly the wood floor actually, I think. So anyway, we talked about that. But anyway, we get to use this machine again. I was really looking forward to it, and now I've got the new tank on here, the mighty tank, and I put it has the light on it, so I wanted to have that. Initially I didn't have this tank on, but now I do, obviously. And this is I have two of these machines. This is the one with the handle release at the bottom. Going to get the angle just right here. And this is now I'm running with a 15-inch pad driver, and I do have options of what size of pad drivers to run. So this is the low speed, by the way. I think I might raise the tank a little bit. That valve control is just a little bit low. I can put a different rod in there if I want, but there are different ways I can address that. I'm just feeling slightly lower than I'd like it. But I can raise the tank, not a problem. By the way, look at the way this is lifting that pile. It's just incredibly effective at lifting the pile up. You know, again, I guess people that say, well, the Rotary will just push the carpet down and whatever. And yet, how many videos have I put out where I've just shown that to be absolutely wrong? Look how well this is a loop carpet. It's lifting it up exceptionally well. Very significant wear right where I'm at right now. You can see where the couch was sitting. So this is where the feet were rubbing. Now this machine does have a whine to it. That's typical of a two-speed machine. It has carbon brushes, and I think that's the reason why these machines make this kind of whine. You're actually hearing the sound of the carbon brushes on the commutator, which is a huge commutator. If you go back to my video where I showed these machines opened up, you can see how huge the commutator is on these things, which is where the power is transferred from or transferred into the armature, making it turn. And these machines have 4 carbon brushes, and unlike a typical Rotary, or most of them anyway, that are single speed, would be usually they're going to be have capacitors and then have a start and a run winding. These operate a little differently. The additional speed from them comes from the way that the power is transferred into the motor, and I think it goes through like a transistorized. There's a little device. I'm not sure if it's actually in the motor or actually in here, but I know there's a rectifier in here. Yeah, must be the rectifier in here, which converts the AC to DC, because these motors run on a direct current. So we'll go over this area, which I didn't go over yet. This is an exceptionally solid feeling machine, and I am running with a, like I mentioned, this is a 15-inch pad driver. I can run a 13 or anywhere up to an 18. I keep saying 19, but it's actually a 18 inches, the largest one, the one that would come with this machine. And they actually consider this machine, they call it a 19, I think, but it's technically, that's the size of the actual splash guard, I think, is what they're referring to then. Very, very nice, smooth machine. Okay, we'll do a little switch. Decided to run with an Iron Man here. Now I can run at a high speed. So, and by the way, I don't think I mentioned this. This machine actually is not a 175-300. It's a 200-300 RPM machine. So even at the low speed, I'm getting 25 RPMs more per minute with this particular machine. And then of course 300 RPM gives you way more than that, which at least technically is going to improve the cleaning power and speed. I don't know that it would really make all that much difference for residential work, but for commercial work, you can really motor along very quickly. With my Hawk 300, I did a video not too long ago where I cleaned over 3,000 square feet an hour with it. And it would definitely do more than that, so you can really move is what I'm getting at with these machines. Of course, you notice the stain here, the color stain, has almost entirely disappeared. Actually, the customer noticed I treated it, and she noticed that it had already faded away a fair amount before I even got here. But it looks like I'll be putting some proxy on there before I'm done. I can still see it a little bit. Well, mostly out.
Yeah.
I got something else I'll be putting on there yet, but we're well on the way.
Yeah, not bad at all. Is that an actual brush?
No. The first step I did was it's sitting in the office over there. It's looks like a Brillo pad, which is actually made of hog's hair.
Okay.
This is actually Egyptian cotton. So this will draw the emulsified soil up and transfer it out.
Nice. It's actually kind of relaxing work, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah. It's kind of mesmerizing, yes.
I guess moving furniture would be relaxing, but
Yeah, it's all part of it, you know. It's not work if you like it. Yeah, you can see this is really working very, very well. And again, as I mentioned, look at the way the pile is lifting up here. Crazy how effective. It's incredibly effective at doing this. And yet there's this constant repeated myth. But anyway, I've been pushing back against that for years now. Okay, now I just felt it slow down slightly, which means that it's running slightly dry. So I just added some more solution, just like that. Be very sensitive to what you can feel on the carpet, and that's one of the nice things about the rotary. You can tell what's happening just by feel. It's really quite something. Okay, we're looking very nice. Looky at that. Interesting. Yes. Okay, let's go over here. Yeah, I pre-treated this already, so it's a bit damp still. Good. Oh. You can still see a little bit of color there, so that's why I'm putting the proxy on there. Well, she wasn't sure if this was a Coke or something like that, or if it was coffee. We don't know. We'll let that set. We'll come back when I do the grooming and we'll see how that turns out. There. You can feel it when it engages the clutch. So this machine, my intention is for this, I have two of these now. If you've watched my videos, you know that. The other one has the handle release up top, and so that will be the one that will be my residential machine. And I intend to use this one as my commercial machine. But the other one is, I set this one up first because I got this one cleaned up first. I don't know if you saw that, but there's a little spurt of solution came out of there. You can adjust, by the way, if you're uncomfortable, you find yourself kind of over-wetting. What you can do is there's a shutoff valve that this is a shutoff valve right down to the bottom there, and I can turn that so that it restricts the flow if I wanted to. And I've got to get used to how this machine delivers, so I can get it at the exact right balance, because it's a little different than the machine I've been using. Partly because this is a actual shower feed, whereas the previous machine, the MD180 you guys have been watching me clean with for the last few years, it's a center feed, so it does deliver the solution a little differently. This would be easier to over wet the carpet, so we've got to be really careful with that. Yeah, you can see there, I just did a splort right there. Got to be careful of that. And I think actually the other thing is that this where this one is dropping onto this particular pad driver, there's a rim around there, and I don't think it's actually landing inside the rim like it technically is supposed to, so that's why it's doing it that way. So if I had the larger pad driver on, it would be a little more, would distribute it a little bit different. Maybe the next job I do today, I'll use the larger pad driver. We'll see what that's like. It is kind of nice that I can switch the pads and whatever without having to disengage and re-engage the handle. Raise and lower it, I mean. Actually, that's drier than it should be, definitely. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. Because it felt like it was going wetter. when I was feeding it anyway. So yep, was not engaged. Here we go. Okay, now I got to add some more solution here, because I was running a little bit too dry there. I mean, I was certainly putting solution down, but it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I think that I will go and get that other pad driver. A little surprised that it was as dry as it was. It wasn't dry, but it was drier than I would normally want it to be. You get a feel for it after a while of the level of moisture that you want to have. Oh, shoot. Nail. Oh. How the heck was that on there? Probably like that. Huh. Oh yeah, that's better. That's much better. Yeah, I want moisture to be definitely felt on the carpet, but there's a balance that you're after. Because if you get it over wet, what will tend to happen is that even though you're using a pad system, you can actually wash dirt into the back of the carpet, and that's obviously not a good thing. And but then on the other hand, you could run so dry that you can actually risk tip limbing. So getting the right balance of moisture on the carpet does take some degree of practice and skill, and you really have to be paying attention to what you're doing. And that's actually one of the reasons why I really like the Rotary, is because it kind of forces you to just really be focused on what you're doing. You're not just, you know, moving the machine back and forth thinking, what the heck is that? Oh, interesting. I wonder where that was. Looks like a dog tag. Okay, let's continue. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Almost forgot. And I know the carpet is damp enough, so And I'm not adding any more solution right now. We're just going to do a quick pass at 300 RPM. Be careful when you're doing this, by the way. When you got a pad hanging out that far, you can grab a foot or something like that, and it can get really interesting really quick. So be careful. Be very careful. Especially at 300 RPM. Okay, let's take a look at the pad. Oh, the pad's definitely wet enough. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. So that's pretty grubby for that one room, which was a dirty room. So I'll be getting another pad, and I'm going to go grab the other pad driver as well while I'm at it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good day.